Sup guys, Landon. This video is gonna be talking about some heavy subjects, so if you're sensitive or easily triggered, don't watch. Warning now. I'll put a warning in the title too, but you've been warned. So I get questions a lot about suicide and depression and cutting, and I just it's my mom. Just want to let you guys know that it's okay to feel that way. Like, everyone feels that way at some time, but your life is so precious. Why would you want to give the most precious gift you have away? Why would you want to make everyone else around you hurt because you were hurting? Let them help you. Don't think that you have to suffer alone, because you don't. This is a paintbrush. I'm playing with it. But there's so many different alternatives than self-harm, like walking, reading, writing, music, YouTube, singing, basically anything. Like, anything that's not hurting you or anyone else is okay. Like, you don't have to hurt yourself. So you're beautiful, and you don't have to hurt yourself. Sorry, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but there's an app that I use to help me with anxiety and depression. 7 Cups of Tea. It's just called 7 Cups. You can get it on Apple or Android, or you can use it on our laptop or whatever, your browser. That's pretty cool. Their path really works well. Like, it gives you new tips to how to cope and stuff. But yeah, there's no point in hurting yourself. I know that because I've been through it. I've dealt with it for 5 years, but the more that you do it, the more you get addicted to it. It becomes something that you need. You think you need. You don't really need it. It's just it's like a drug. Your brain thinks you have to have it to be able to deal with everything around you, and you don't. You really don't need it. It only makes everything worse, because you end up with scars that never heal, or if they do, you have emotional scars. One of the questions I've been asked recently is, how do I overcome depression? Well, I don't think you really overcome it. More as you deal with it. Like, if you have depression, it's not just gonna go away. It doesn't just leave when you want it to leave. It doesn't come when you want it to come. You just find new ways of coping with it, and it gets easier. Well, sometimes it doesn't get easier, you just get stronger. You learn, calm down. You learn to deal with it, and you find different ways of being able to deal with it. But, there's people out there that are willing to help. You just gotta be brave enough to ask for it. It's scary, it's really scary, and it sucks, and it hurts, and you feel like you're drowning, like there's something tied to your ankles and you're drowning and you don't know how to swim. I know. I really, really understand. But I'm here to tell you that you get stronger. These struggles you're going through now, you're going to be able to deal with. You're going to be able to deal with so much more when you're older. You're going to be able to help your kids that go through this. What if your kids go through this? If you wouldn't have went through this, you wouldn't know how to deal with it. You're going to be able to help them. But all in all, suicide is not the answer. It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. The way your life is going right now isn't how it's always going to be. You have so much life ahead of you. You should stick around and experience it, because there's poems you haven't read. There's beautiful sights you haven't got to all over yet. There's different foods you haven't gotten to try. There's people that you haven't met yet. Your kids you haven't met yet, if you have kids. Your significant other that you haven't met yet. Places to explore. Coffees to try. So I'm getting emotional. But yeah, why don't you guys stick around for a while, okay? It's gonna be alright, I promise. I love you guys. Bye-bye.